Welcome to Watchers on the Couch, Last of Us edition. This means we're talking about The Last of Us Season 1, Episodes 5 and 6, I think is where we're at now. Endure and survive. And kin. I'm Tim.
And I'm Mike.
And what we normally do here is we give our initial thoughts on the episodes, what we think, and then we get into our recaps and discussions about what we have seen in this post-apocalyptic fungal horror show thing, Resident Fungi. And so let's do that. Mike, initial thoughts, episodes 5 and 6. Is it a magic mushroom or is it shiitake?
Nope, I'm going with neither again. I'm going with mushroom pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's it's still pizza. It's good, but there's better pizza.
There's a better pizza.
I don't know. Man, I am losing interest in this show. It's not a bad show, but I'm just like, another zombie apocalypse thing, and like, there's not enough to like keep me going, and I'm like, ooh, I really like these characters, and they're not bad characters either. There's not bad acting. It's shot well. It's it's not a bad show. It's just not really grabbing my interest that much.
It's not really grabbing your mushroom tips, is what you're saying.
It's not. Yeah. I need something to grab my mushroom tip, and
Tickle my mycelial network a little bit.
What about you?
I'm kind of in the same spot. Like I've enjoyed every episode I've watched. I don't really have any complaints with the show outside of it being kind of hard to do this podcast for it.
Yeah.
So like unlike other shows, this show is very A to B. There's not a whole lot of intrigue or subplots in like other shows that we've covered. Just a lot of okay, this happened. Like I feel like at the end of this season I could do like a too long didn't watch episode that recaps everything you need to know about the season in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like the main characters are Joel and Ellie, which is great, but they're the only characters that matter and the only characters that we see. So it's very straightforward.
I'll put it this way: I will probably never rewatch this show. You know what I mean? Like it's not. There's nothing there that's good enough for me to be like, oh man, remember that show? Yeah, I'm gonna do a rewatch of that. It's just gonna be like, it's another zombie apocalypse.
I don't tend to rewatch shows too much anyway, but I would put this on my list of things. Yeah, I'd probably revisit this at some point.
All right.
Because I think it's a good show. It's just...
like I'm saying, it's not a bad show. It's just, I think I said this last episode. Had the same kind of feeling. It's just I've kind of seen that story before. So, and there's not, I don't know, something else that's there's just kind of predictable things that are going on. I'm like, okay.
If only it was all about Bill and Frank, then
right. I would actually probably watch that.
Yeah,
like way more.
It'd be The Last of This Is Us with Bill and Frank, or This Is the Last of Us. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. Oh, do you know that board game we play, Escape the Dark Castle?
Yes.
Well, apparently the people that made that did a Kickstarter for a Last of Us one. It's basically the same vein. Right. I backed it. I have no idea when that'll come to fruition because I've got other board games that I've backed that I'm still waiting 2 years later. So
that'd be I'd play. That'd be fun. I think that'd be a good theme for that game.
So let's get into our recap of episode 5, Endure and Survive. Now, Mike, you said, hey, you think that these people in Kansas City building up for something that maybe we'll see in season 2. And I think you're wrong, Mike. I think we're not going to see these people again.
I guess I heard wrong.
So when we last left everybody at the end of episode 4, Joel and Ellie were in Kansas City in a apartment complex, held at gunpoint. by Henry and Sam, who we are introduced to more in this episode. And it begins with a flashback of the people in Kansas City taking over the quarantine zone from Fedra and brutalizing the Fedra officers, just beating the ever-loving shit out of them, doing horrible things that probably are about the same as they've done to them. So violence begets violence.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out that Henry and Sam are hiding in the shadows and trying to make it safely through the war-torn streets. Kathleen has captured a group of informers demanding to know where Henry is. And
I'm Kathleen. Listen to me and my big dumb tits. Huh? Tell me where they are.
Your big dumb tits.
I don't really like Kathleen, the actor or the character. She's not a bad actor. I probably shouldn't talk shit on her or anything, but it's not that intriguing of a actor. I didn't really like her that much in Castle Rock, but she wasn't really like bad in that.
She was Henry Deaver's neighbor.
Yeah. Fuck her and
I
the big dumb
forgot
tits.
all about that. Yeah. Oh, I totally. Yeah. I totally forgot that she was in that. Everybody's talking about the show Yellow Jackets that she was in. Apparently, that's amazing, or at least she's amazing in that. But that could just be Twitter, like really. Like,
do they wear jackets that are yellow?
I know nothing about that show.
Do they just like run from like a yellow jacket apocalypse?
That would be great. Yeah. I don't know anything about the show. I'd never heard of it before. So, like, yeah, you're not going to see Watchers on the Couch Yellow Jackets edition anytime soon.
Do they jack it off?
Oh, I hope
Take
so.
their
That's all I want to
jackets
see.
off?
That's all I want to see on HBO show. I don't know if it's an HBO show, but yeah, if we're covering if Watchers on the Couch is covering stuff, somebody needs to be jacking it off at some point.
See, you know what would be more interesting if there was like a fungus that took over you and it just made you jerk off all the time, like just everybody just nonstop, brah, you know. Then that would be a different zombie apocalypse show.
So she eventually finds out that Henry's been meeting up with Edelstein. She tells Pierce is the actor's name, Perry, just go ahead and shoot all these people after she said, we'll give you a fair trial and shit like that. So she's a dumb piece of shit. And Edelstein, by the way, is the doctor that Kathleen kills in episode 4. So she sends her men back out to find Henry, making it their priority, not their 7th priority.
Yeah. There's no way, I don't know. I don't believe that people would be following this person.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd give a fuck. They just took over Fedra, and then they're spending all their resources trying to find these fucking kids. I think they'd be like, shut your big dumb tits up. We don't care about them kids. All right? Your brother's dead. We've lost all kinds of people. I've lost children. We've lost our kids, our brothers, or sisters.
Hey, man.
You lost your brother. Meh, meh, meh.
Children fucking die all the time.
Yeah.
But grown brother people don't.
I don't know.
Brothers live forever. Or they're supposed to. But at any rate, Henry and Sam meet up with Edelstein in that crawl space that we saw last episode. They're planning to sneak out of the QZ.
Hey, kids.
Tunnels.
Hey, kids. Hey, I'm your doctor.
I'm my attic. I've got food.
Oh, look, I got fun little paintings up here. I just want to paint a picture of you, little boys.
So Sam's the younger kid that we saw, and Henry, his brother, reassures him, gives him crayons to decorate their hideout and stuff like that. Again, we saw that last episode. But eventually, they're staying there waiting for Edelstein to show up, but he's not going to show up because he got shot in the head last episode. So it's hey, this guy's dead.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Reverse spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Man, Henry and Sam, why didn't you watch last episode? You could have left earlier. Henry paints an orange superhero mask on Sam's face, turning him into Super Sam. And that's when they get ready to leave. They're getting ready to escape. Henry, through the door, sees Joel having his shootout with the other guys. And then we catch up where they meet with Joel and Ellie in the apartment. And long story short, it's like we're not going to shoot each other, and they're going to like ally up to escape the city.
Yep.
So there's a big plan, or they have this big discussion about how they're going to escape the town through underground maintenance tunnels that Fedra says are infected, but they believe are clean, that Henry believes that are clean. But even if they're not, Joel and Ellie, man, they've apparently Henry's very impressed that they've faced clickers and killed them. So Henry's like, hey, man, we got it going on. This is a good plan.
Great plan.
So the four of them make their way to a bank that has a path to the tunnels, and they find an area covered in kids' drawings. And
yeah. They find a zombie school, dude. They figure out, they're like, whoa, we got these zombies all wrong. Look, zombie school, and they're painting stuff, and they got kids stuff to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was zombie school.
It's about us,
Mm-hmm.
all of us as a people, as a collective, as a fungal colony. So, they find this entire area for children. There's drawings, toys, books, makeshift soccer goal. Joel finds a drawing that says "Our Protectors," showing two men named Danny and Ish. I don't know what that means. Apparently, it's some video game stuff.
Probably. I think there's a lot of shots, I think, in this show that I'm like, that's only for video game people.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but I don't know. It's
something.
Noticeable, and I'm like, oh, that certain angle and that certain thing that they just showed.
It's framed specifically like a video game cutscene as opposed to like a film cutscene.
Yes.
Or a film scene.
Yeah. I wish I played this fucking video game because I think I like this show more. Any other podcasts I listen to, they're like, this fucking show is it's amazing.
It's the best show ever.
Oh, I love its mushroom tip right in my mouth.
Mike, do you like the show more than House of the Dragon?
I'd say they're about even, but they're totally different. So
they're totally different.
And I had way higher expectations for House of the Dragon.
That's true.
But that's only because I had zero expectations for this show. So saying I didn't have too high of expectations for.
You didn't have great expectations for this show.
Yeah.
Same. I didn't know what to think. I mean, I knew the game was super popular among the PlayStation folks.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, this show, I don't know about this past week or the past couple of weeks, but the show was only growing in numbers from a rating standpoint, which doesn't really happen with shows. It's like you get the premiere numbers and then it just slowly drops off from there.
Yeah,
which is wild. But Sam and Ellie find a Savage Starlight comic book, which they're big fans of this comic book. These two kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a video game thingy.
Meanwhile, Joel and Henry are having a conversation, and we find out that Henry is the one that got what's her face, Kathleen's brother killed, and that's why she's got a hard-on for getting him, because Sam was sick.
You dirty rat! You killed my brother.
I don't work with rats. You do today, motherfucker. So Sam was sick. They needed medicine. Only Fedra has medicine, so they got to give you something good. So I did. I gave up this hero, this great guy that I was going to follow to death because my brother's more important. And Kathleen and her tits. They're out to get they're out to get Henry for it. So
wait, they were out?
No, I didn't. I have not seen any tits in this show yet.
Damn it. Not even zombie tits.
I know.
Yeah. Does it just have like a, at least like a naked woman, but like they'd have like a fungus bra and fungus underwear? Yeah.
Sure.
That'd be cool. I'd be all right with that.
A spores bra? Meanwhile, speaking of Kathleen and her spores bra, she's in a kid's bedroom with Perry, and they still haven't found who they're looking for. So she's like, hey, how'd you know I was here? And Perry's like, hey, your mom told me.
Your mom?
Went to your mom's house.
Yeah. Your fucking mom, I was fucking her, that's why. I was fucking her big dumb tits.
Your mom's with the fucking stands. So, yeah, this is apparently the room that Kathleen grew up in. It was Kathleen and, oh, God damn it. What was her brother's name?
Michael.
Michael. That's right. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's in my next bullet point. I was like, is it Brian? No, Brian's the guy that got killed by Joel. So, yeah, Kathleen says, Michael, they reminisce about how they were kids and this room seemed so big and it was always the two of them and yada, yada, yada. Kathleen says Michael would want her to forgive Henry and not hurt him because Michael told him to do just that the last time she saw him alive in jail. Perry counters that, Michael was a great man, but he didn't change anything. You did, Kathleen, and they're with you and with your decisions, despite the fact that you are only interested in Henry and you don't want to do anything about these zombies that are going to come up from the ground through this sinkhole that we know about. just passing that buck along.
Yeah. Somehow they drove them all underground. So, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
So, yeah, basically they end up being right. They, that area that Joel is leading them through does appear to be clear. They don't really encounter any infected for the most part. They emerge into the suburbs outside and they have this discussion where Ellie suggests that they can all go to Wyoming together, which Joel's like, I don't know about this shit. Stop inviting people. Simple. And then they narrowly miss a gunshot from a nearby house, and they take cover behind a car. Joel comes up with a plan. He's going to stop the shooter. Joel's heading up to this house where there's a shooter, and there's just like some fucking old dude in a rocking chair.
Dude, this old man, so I think he was missing on purpose. I think he was doing suicide by Joel. At least it almost seemed that way, but, well, okay, no. It wasn't, because then on the radio, Kathleen put him there. Yeah. He's like the last line of defense. Kathleen's on the radio like, hey, keep him, hold him on, we're going to be there. You use all your resources, you only put that dude? That's your last dude?
Fucking Mr. Magoo.
Fucking Doc Brow's like, fucking shooting? Oh. What the
Kathleen,
fuck?
it's your kids.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Kids die all the time.
It's ridiculous.
So, yeah, Joel gets up there and he's like, hey, how about you quit shooting and don't reach for that gun? And the old man reaches for the gun.
He reaches for his penis. He's like, look at this, Sonny.
Bang. Huh. And that's the end of that. But yeah, then we hear on the walkie-talkie, it's like, hey, Magoo, hold them there. We're almost there in all of our cars. And it's like, so cars.
And Joel gets on the radio. He's like, he's dead. Come get me.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay with your big dumb tits.
Now I have a sniper rifle. Ho, ho, ho.
So cars approach the group. Joel uses the sniper rifle to take out the driver of a truck that's about to hit Ellie, Sam, and Henry. The truck crashes into a house and explodes. Kathleen's group arrives and confronts Henry. Henry's like, okay, I'll come out, but let the kids go. And Kathleen's like, no, they're with you. So we're just going to go ahead and kill them because I'm a real piece of shit.
Kathleen's like, see, this is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass. All right.
Do you see what happens, Henry?
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
And Perry's like, wait, what? We're fucking people in the ass?
Oh, yeah, I'm down.
Speaking of getting fucked on the a-hole opens up in the ground from where the truck explodes.
Perry's like, I miss my friend Frank. So,
Relieves a massive stream of infected, including what we find out is a bloater in the post credits or in the behind the scenes. This is what a bloater is.
No way, dude. That's the Golgothan. The shit demon.
Not born. Shit into existence.
Dude, how this happened was pretty lame, I gotta say. Because, like, she's about to shoot him, and then, like, this happens right at that second, and there's a slow turn, like, what's over there? They even did, like this little weird frame rate drop or something when it showed Perry. And I'm like, what's going on here? I don't know. The whole thing was just kind of silly, I think.
It was cliche for sure.
Yeah. And that's the stuff I'm kind of talking about. I'm like, okay, here we go again.
This is the things people want to see in TV shows, Mike. We want to see the, oh my God, these kids are going to get shot in the head. And then at the last minute, no, zombie horde.
Oh, no, well, apparently people do. I mean, it has really good ratings. So, hey, don't listen to me. I'm an ass.
So Perry's like, you know what? I'm not going to, you go ahead and run, Kathleen. Run your big dumb tits off. And I'll hold off this guy. And Perry does not hold off this guy. No. Perry gets his head torn right the fuck off.
Yeah. Bye, Perry.
Oh. Ellie runs into a truck to take cover, but an infected child enters the truck. Yeah. That's some freaky shit.
One of a tap dancer zombie, yeah, because you hear him tap dancing around, yeah. Oh wait, those are clickers. I thought they were tap dancers.
They tap dance for echolocation. Fucking Yul Brenner is a zombie. Yeah, the group keeps off, tries to get away from the infected. Joel's covering them with the sniper rifle, but then finally, as they're about to run up, they're held up by Kathleen at gunpoint, and they're like, hey, man, this is fucking, don't fuck with fate. Fate is what we make, or whatever it is in Terminator. But then she's like, hey, you know how kids die all the time? Dead kid's going to kill me. So an infected child jumps up, sneaks up on her, and she doesn't really sneak up, but I guess maybe she does. But and just kills her, and which allows the rest of the group to escape. So the Kansas City storyline.
And not a single fucking zombie goes after them. Not one.
They got other people to eat.
One.
They got other people to eat.
Yeah. Yep.
It's easy to smooch when they don't run away. So they
smoochies.
They take cover, or they hole up in this house, and Joel and Henry have a discussion. And Joel's like, hey, I didn't know, like, your bullshit. You're welcome to come with us to Wyoming. And Henry's like, yeah, man, that sounds great. And so we know that that's not going to happen. And the question is, do we have to wait for next episode for something bad to happen? No, we only have to wait 30 seconds. Because as Sam and Ellie are talking about comic books and things like that, Sam reveals that he's been bitten. And Ellie tries to cure him with her blood, cuts her hand, which, stop cutting your hands.
Yeah.
Use your hands. Cut your, like, thigh or something.
Yes. Every single fucking time in a TV show, like, oh, the worst fucking spot to cut yourself.
You hold stuff with that. Cut somewhere you don't have to hold things.
Cut your elbow meat or something, man.
Cut something that doesn't get sweaty too. Jeez.
Do like wrestlers and cut, right in your hairline. You get lots of blood there, and you'll be just fine. And you know what, Ellie can go fuck off because she broke her promise. She's like, She promised that she was going to stay up with him all night. Nope. Fucking fell asleep. Psh, what an asshole. God.
So, yeah, Sam asks her to stay up, and she's like, I promise. And then the next we see, she's asleep. She wakes up, but Sam's just been sitting there on the bed the entire time after he turns, which is weird to me.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you just attack her in her sleep?
Yep.
But, okay. Yeah, Sam turns into a monster. Ellie fights him off. Joel and Henry help, sort of. Like, Joel goes to help. Henry draws a gun on Joel. But meanwhile, Sam's got the drop on Ellie for the most part. So Henry ends up shooting and killing Sam.
Pretty good shot. He doesn't, for someone who doesn't shoot guns.
Yeah, first person he's ever shot.
Well,
This is his deaf brother. Good job.
After he shot him, like, this idiot's gonna fucking shoot himself.
And he does, yes.
Yep.
He's like, what did I do? It's like, well, you shot your zombie brother. And yeah, he shoots himself.
Yeah, I'd probably do the same thing, so, you know. Yeah.
So next we see Joel and Ellie burying the brothers, leaving the hotel.
Why?
Why bury anybody? Yeah.
Why are they how much time that would take? And they're out in the fucking open. They can't be far from where a ton of fucking zombies just took over the whole area.
So Ellie writes, I'm sorry on Sam's magic slate, which, by the way, we didn't mention that. They've been communicating via magic slate most of the time. Ellie asks which way is west. They begin their journey once again, leaving behind Kansas City.
Yeah.
That was episode 5. So getting into episode 6, Ken. The episode starts with a flashback of what we just saw of Sam and Henry's death. And then we jump 3 months into the future.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, hold on a sec. 3 months? Okay, come on. But it's not that big a deal. But it is a big deal. How the fuck are their feet okay? They've been walking for 3 fucking months.
Yeah.
Ooh, they are not experienced at this. Maybe Joel is, but I don't know.
Well,
their boots look pretty damn good.
Well, Joel's don't.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, all right.
So a man played by Graham Greene, who is woefully underutilized for his brief appearance, returns to his cabin, finds his wife held at gunpoint by Joel, who is looking for his brother. Nobody's seen Joel's brother.
This was a good scene. I liked the scene.
This was a great scene. I fucking love Graham Greene so much.
Yeah. It's like you made them soup? Like, yeah. It's cold out.
His wife reveals that Ellie's
Why'd you get the gun? It's way over there.
They're asking about like any advice for like going west, and he's like, yeah, go east. Stay away from this river because it's the river of death. And Joel's like, fuck, river of death. So he's like, yeah, he's kind of shaken, and he steps outside, and he's seems like he's about to have a heart attack. He's
Joel's having panic attacks.
Yeah, that's what we find out that they are. But yeah, it's like Joel's freaking out, man. They camp out for the night. They eat a stolen rabbit that they stole from Graham Greene and his wife.
Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, come on, Tim. I mean, I think they were eating pretty well, if you know what I'm saying. Graham Greene must be a great hunter. That's all I can say.
That's right.
Greatest hunter there is. So, yeah.
I mean, they must have been eating pretty well in Kansas City, too, considering their leader.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They must have a lot of milk. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Ellie asked, Joel says, what he would do. Like, he'd want to just, have a farm and raise some sheep. And Ellie's like,
yep.
Oh, really? Like, so if, you were would you fuck a sheep? He's like, what? I'm like, No, if you were a sheep, would you fuck a sheep? It's like, oh, you put it that way. You're damn right. Then Ellie fucking shoots him. Dirty sheep fucker!
Why are the pages of the sheep catalog stuck together? I'm just fucking with you. I know. Come. Hey, Joel. Come. Joel, they're discussing what they're going to do after finding the fireflies. Joel's talking about becoming a sheep farmer. Ellie asked Joel if this whole like vaccine thing's going to work, and Joel's like, "Hey, yeah, Marlene's not a fucking idiot. If she says it's going to work, it's going to work." Meanwhile, Joel falls asleep. Ellie takes second watch to show that she can protect herself, and Joel's like, "Hey, fucking wake me up next time." She's like, "I did, but you were sleeping on the wrong side of your head, you fucking asshole."
Yeah, you idiot. Don't worry, I had the high ground. Works all the time.
Yeah. Ask Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Joel and Ellie cross a bridge over the river and through the woods, come across a goddamn, and then another river, and they're like, "Hey, what if this is the river of death?"
That'd be funny if they just kept going across rivers, like, maybe this one.
They pass Thunder River at Six Flags. Well, this was the river of death, and it is.
Yeah.
So many dead people at Six Flags. A group of masked and armed people on horseback surrounds them, and a dog is brought out to check for infection. So that's rough.
Rough. And they couldn't hear these horses, stomping around. Fucking okay.
Stealth horses.
Right.
So the dog growls at Ellie, and Joel's just kind of like standing there having his like, I can't hear anything right now. But then the dog likes her.
Joel's like, damn it, I thought that dog would fucking eat her. Dang it.
So the group brings Joel and Ellie to a thriving community called Jackson.
Dude, if you get a chance, like right at this scene when they, when they're showing it and the camera, there's an aerial camera pointing down at the horse, when they're coming in, it comes up to show like the scene of the town.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ridiculous fucking scene in my opinion. Like it just seems so, it seems like, all right, the camera, like I can hear the fucking director, camera's coming up and up in action. And then everybody starts moving, in a sense. Like there's a fucking guy with a shovel scooping up pieces of wood and placing it a foot next to him where the guys are like chopping wood with a shovel. He's just scooping it up, putting one in and like moving it 2 feet. It's just a quick second, but I fucking noticed, like, what the fuck is that guy doing with the shovel with wood? Pick it up with your hand, dude. Like, you just do it 10 times harder.
He's allergic to wood. He can't touch it with his hand.
So go back and watch it.
I will.
Somebody told me at work today that when they're crossing that bridge, I think, you can see, like, the camera crew or something, like, at a certain point in one of those scenes. I didn't go back and look, but that's what he said. That's what he said.
That's what he said. Nasty snow shit.
And they still got to fly an American flag. What are we doing? What are we doing?
We got to have a flag.
Yeah. This is real freedom.
So, yeah, Joel finds Tommy there, and they're overjoyed. Big hugs. Joel tells Tommy he's there to save him. Tommy's like, great. Fuck this place. Joel, Ellie, Tommy, and Maria, who we're introduced to, who also was in True. I hate this actress. I can't stand her. I hated her in True Blood. I think she was in an episode of Arrow. I couldn't stand her in that. She like never plays a likable character.
No, right. She didn't bother me in this. I don't know her from any of the other stuff. So, or at least I didn't recognize her.
I mean, I guess she wasn't too bad in this, but I hated her in True Blood so much, and I couldn't wait for her to get eaten by a vampire or something. I think she ends up getting shot in the stomach with a shotgun and dying or something like that. But at any rate,
maybe that'll happen again.
Yeah. Oh, they can't do that. They did that in Walking Dead in the comic.
Yeah, I don't know, man. History repeats itself.
So yeah, Joel's like, hey, I would like to talk to my brother Tommy, have some family time. And it's like, well, hey, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Maria are married.
Oh, I thought you guys were like wanting to grab a camera, get naked, you know. Oh, wait, you guys, 2003, I forgot, you didn't get our time of
No smartphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tommy and Maria basically give Joel and Ellie a tour of Jackson. They've got school, they've got electricity, they got laundry, heat, sewers, sheep. And Joel's like, oh, sheep.
Hey, baby. Oh, what are you going to do with all these ladies over here, huh?
How you doing?
Any of them take... Fuck me.
We broke Mike.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, man.
I didn't even write that in my notes. That was all natural.
It does annoy me a little bit that they're just like, yeah, we got all this stuff.
We got Christmas here.
Yes. Fuck your Christmas tree, dude. If you're still believing in religion after this, you need a fucking bullet to the head. Like, come on. Well, it works in mysterious ways. Yeah, this is pretty fucking mysterious, all right? Like,
oh, Fungus Jesus and Santa Claus. Yeah, they every year they sing, do they know it's Christmas time at all?
Oh, bless the zombies. Yeah. But like the dam, the power plant, I'm like, man, I don't know. I guess it's not impossible, but it's unlikely. But I'll go with that. I do want to know where they're getting sugar from, though. Yeah. I see it. There's a pumpkin pie there. Does some pumpkin pie? You gotta add some sugar to that, right?
You have to add some sugar, unless it's bland as fuck.
Here we go again.
Yep.
You want me just fucking?
Yeah, go ahead and restart if you want. That's fine.
Yeah, might as well. Fuck. Sorry, dude.
It's all right. Where was I? Oh yeah, we're talking about
the sheep.
The sheep, yeah, they get introduced to a foal named Shimmer, and Joel's like, hey, Shimmer, huh? Is that your stripper name?
Yeah, I've had some sheep. Let me get a step stool.
Maria mentions that they settled there about 7 years ago, and they have raiders and infected nearby. They pretty much stay off the radio to avoid drawing attention to themselves. And they're offered a house to stay in, and Joel and Tommy go off on their own, leaving Maria and Ellie together. And Tommy and Joel go to a bar where Tommy toasts Joel for giving a shit about him, and asks how Tess is doing. And Joel's like, yeah, she's fine. She's doing great. Basically lies about Ellie, says she's the daughter of some high up in the Fireflies, a family somewhere in the area, and thought Tommy can help finding where they're at. Tommy declines because he's going to be a daddy.
Yep.
And Joel's like, oh, must be nice.
Yeah, Joel's kind of a dick to his brother,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I understand a little bit of it. Joel fucking stopped communicating with him on the radio. Like, dude, fuck you, Tommy.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Dick move. Didn't tell anybody he didn't get invited to the wedding.
Yeah.
They're a nice little community trying to keep people like Joel out because they killed people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, at any rate, Joel says he's going to leave and find the Fireflies in the morning, get out of Tommy's hair. Joel goes outside and he has a moment where he thinks he sees his daughter Sarah, but it turns out not to be her. But it's
Joel, what a racist.
Thinks
anybody with that hair is my daughter.
Wow. Ellie, but yeah, she'd be about that age with her own daughter, or well, she'd be older with her own daughter at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, Joel's like, I could have been a granddad by now.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I'm trying to fuck sheep.
And Ellie, she gets some stuff at where she's staying. She gets like this cool little portable like drinking cup. I thought it was pretty neat. So
it's a menstrual cup, which Sarah was.
Oh.
Sarah, yeah, Sarah, it's nice that they're doing menstrual stuff in this because nobody ever talks about that.
Yeah.
But she goes, "When did the apocalypse happen?" I go, "That it started in 2003." She's like, "I don't think these existed then."
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
I guarantee those have. I don't know. I just figured those have been around for a pretty damn long time.
I'm actually going to look it up right now.
All right. That would be the best way to go, though.
Because
reusable.
It was
Dude,
started
it has to be early.
It was started in 2003.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's nuts.
Yeah, because Sarah's like, I don't think I remember hearing people talk about it until like 10 years ago.
Wow. Huh. Man, I just always thought that was something that was kind of just around all the time. Not all the time, obviously.
Oh, menstrual cups in general, they were invented in 1937.
See, it's okay. Yeah.
But,
well, what are you looking for, that specific brand, or?
I was looking for the specific brand, yes.
Oh, okay.
The Diva
That's
Cup
still
was
nuts that it's
2003.
2003, though.
Yeah. There's the Keeper Cup, 1987.
Ooh.
But yes, the menstrual cup was invented, because everybody wants to know this, 1937 by American actress Leona Chalmers.
Oh, thanks, Leona.
Yeah. So, let's see. Where did we leave off? Menstrual cups, blah, blah, blah. Maria leaves Ellie a note saying she's across the street. Ellie goes to Maria's house, sees a memorial for Kevin and Sarah. And it's like, yo, sorry about your kids. And she's like, nope, just the one. Sarah's
and Joel's like, kids?
Daughter.
What?
Sarah was Joel's daughter.
Oh,
this is like, oh, fuck, this is first Ellie hears about this. So, yep. And then Maria's basically telling her, like, not to trust Joel and shit, which Maria doesn't know fucking Joel. So,
right.
She's being an asshole. And Ellie kind of calls her out on it. It's like, what's the fucking difference between him and Tommy?
Mm-hmm.
So Maria gives Ellie a haircut, takes her to the movies. It's not a good movie. You would think they would have found the third Matrix movie by now.
Yeah.
But during the movies, Joel's off trying to fix his shoes because he's been walking for 7 states now or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy shows up, brings him a new pair of boots. Joel asks Tommy if the trip to the college is a suicide mission. And Tommy's like, no, man, we send people all the time. And Joel's like, hey, how about you take Ellie then? Because she's immune and I'm kind of old and deaf and fucking stupid. And she had to save my life and shoot a kid. So I'm just going to get her killed. So you need to take her.
Yep. Tom's like, no, not me. Mm.
Yeah. So, but he can't tell. He tells Tommy that she's immune and that Tommy can't tell anybody, not even Maria. Tommy essentially agrees to take her. And then Joel finds Ellie back at the house reading a journal. We find out that Ellie had listened in because she had left the movie and was walking around because the movie was shit. She's like, this is my first movie and it's fucking bullshit.
Fuck Richard Dreyfuss.
So, she's like, hey, man, if you're going to ditch me, just fucking ditch me. What are you doing here? So Ellie's hurt and confronts Joel and it's like, I've lost people too. And Joel's like, you don't know what loss is. She's like, I fucking lost everybody. You lost one person, dude. Everybody that she's cared for either died or left, except for Joel. But he's like, hey, I've already made the decision. We're going our separate ways. Tommy shows up in the morning in the morning and prepares to and picks up Ellie. They're at the stable, and then Joel is at the stable as well with a horse. Apparently, he was trying to sneak out with the horse, but he's been standing there for about 30 minutes.
He's like, oh man, I was going to spend the rest of my life with just me and Shimmer. But I guess no, that's not what I was going to do. Yeah, I was going to take Ellie. I changed my mind. And that's what, yeah.
So he decides that Ellie deserves a choice, and Ellie immediately throws her bags at Joel and is like, let's go.
Let's go, stepdaddy.
Joel
we'll go for a ride.
Joel asked to borrow Tommy's sniper rifle. He's like, sure. He's like, because Maria took mine, you know? And it's like, I already said you could have the gun, dude. Stop bitching about my wife. God, they're gonna come back, and Joel and Maria are totally gonna fuck because they don't like each other.
that whole town's gonna be gone.
Well, here's hoping. Everybody, everywhere they go, just fucked.
Yep, they're gonna go back. The whole fucking place is gonna be fucked.
So
they start going along, talking. It's like, yeah, you know, used to be a contractor. Everybody loved contractors. They used to call me a cum tractor because I plowed through all sluts in my day. Yep, Joel the cum tractor.
So now I'm moving on to sheep because I've done every type of woman.
Can't get disease from sheep.
The best.
Trust me, I tried. Can't get sheep
immune. I'm immune to syphilis. They arrived at the abandoned college, and they see signs of fireflies and find a map indicating that they've already fucking bailed.
They also see a bunch of trees that are probably not even 20 years old, perfectly placed everywhere. So yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. A little lazy on the old HBO, building the scene. Go rewatch it again. You'll be like, well, oh, and like there's all kinds of trimmed bushes. You know, they're not obviously in season.
For an HBO show, I have not seen enough trimmed bush.
Yes. So you get your trimmed bushes right.
Well, you have to go to this abandoned college. Yeah, they find out that they've gone off to Salt Lake City. All that's there at this college now is monkeys.
Monkey see, monkey do. Like, hey, we're the monkeys.
Just like the monkey around. There's no fungus monkeys.
I know.
We haven't seen fungus animals.
I thought maybe the monkeys would be infected. It'd be like outbreak.
Yeah.
Well, humans are the only thing that are causing a problem for the fungus, so that's why, you know, all humans bad.
Wait, why? The humans aren't causing problems for the fungus.
Causing
the fungus
climate change.
Mutated.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sure. It's like, it's not like it's not that the mushrooms are specifically targeted.
Yeah, it is. That's why Jesus is fucking punishing everybody, all right?
Oh, this is the Christmas story that we're teaching now?
Yep. Dude, these fucking monkeys would they would attack them and rip their faces off for sure.
They got to be hungry, right?
Yeah. Like, why wouldn't they? Oh, all right. Maybe not. Maybe they only eat fruit.
Do monkeys only
monkeys? I don't know.
Apes eat.
I'm sure there's
for sure, but like,
well, yeah, but I think they eat both. I think apes eat both, right?
Yeah,
we're apes, right?
They weren't apes, were they?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Or they weren't chimps. They were monkeys.
Yeah, they're monkeys. Bloody monkeys! Fucking hell!
It's a cheeky monkey. They knew our French wasn't very good. So meanwhile, 4 armed raiders show up, which, like, it's always convenient that people always show up in the same place at the same time. There's like fucking nothing for miles, and then all of a sudden, hey, everybody's at this place at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So they get attacked.
I like how Ellie was looking at that cart, and she was like, "Oh, there must have been a doctor here." How the fuck do you know? It could have been a fucking meth head, you know, trying to make meth. Like, no, there's totally a doctor here.
Well, she doesn't know what meth is.
I don't know. She knows what cum is.
So, yeah, Joel and Ellie get attacked by 4 armed raiders. Joel does manage to kill one, break his neck, but is stabbed in the gut by the guy's broken baseball bat that he breaks against one of these less than 20-year-old trees and falls off the horse. Ellie begs Joel to get up, but Joel's not moving, and the scene ends with, "Hey, man, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do unless you get up." And
he got stabbed.
That's where we leave the episode.
How does it feel having something hard penetrate your body? All jokes aside, I am losing a lot of blood.
And that's it. Yeah, that's the episode. So what it looks like next episode, we get a flashback episode.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm looking forward to that. Although, yeah, actually I kind of am. Because I did enjoy the Frank and Bill episode.
Bill and Frank, yeah.
This should be actually pretty interesting.
So this is where we see Ellie before Ellie meets up with Joel. This is Ellie and whoever. I forgot the other person's name.
I forgot too.
Doesn't matter. We're going to have a whole episode to talk about them, so that's fine.
Yep.
But that's it. And this is all I'm watching right. Well, that's not true. I did watch the first episode of the new season of Picard yesterday, and that's interesting.
Yeah,
I like it. It's very nostalgic. It's the
all right,
because it's got the old crew in it.
I finished watching all of Discovery, Star Trek Discovery.
Nice.
All of it.
Nice.
Yes, all the way through season 4.
Yeah, the new season should be starting pretty soon.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
Yep. The one thing that I noticed, I think we're going to get into Star Trek talk for a second, is I'm watching Picard and stuff like that, and it's like, man, there's this problem that I've been having with the Star Trek shows recently. And one, it's because you can tell they're still doing COVID restrictions, which good. Yeah, we should probably still be doing that. But it just, there's so much empty space in all these shows now. There's not a lot of people populating areas. And the other thing is every fucking bridge on Star Trek on the Star Trek ships now is fucking dark.
Okay, that was one of the biggest things because I was going to say I do like Strange New Worlds better. That bridge isn't as dark, but man, fucking Discovery is very dark.
Discovery's dark. The ships on Picard are dark. I don't remember how light this. I'd have to watch Strange New Worlds again. I don't remember that bridge very well.
It's a lot lighter, and it makes a big difference.
It does.
And the whole show has more color. And is brighter. Fucking everything seems it was all dark and gray in Discovery.
Yeah, well, I was watching clips from the original Next Generation on YouTube. It's fuck yeah, man. That's so, it's so much different because that bridge was lit the fuck up. Even the J.J. Abrams Star Trek ones, that's fucking white and shiny. That's it makes such a big difference in tone. Because when it's in Next Generation, when the bridge is dark, it's because they're on the battle bridge, and it's that's serious shit. And now everything's a battle bridge.
I know. And they never have enough power.
Yeah,
they always find a way to get it. Every fucking episode, every episode of Discovery. Oh, we need to find more power. Oh, where are shields at? Oh, the shields are going lower. We need to get more power. Oh, we can. I'll find it from here. Up my ass.
We don't have fuel. Everything's green. We're powered by fungus and wokeness.
That replicator. You're eating shit, right? Yeah, that's where they say they get it from. The replicator takes the poop and reorganizes the molecules.
Yep,
the atoms. Yeah.
Was that Discovery that said that?
I think so. It's either Discovery or
Strange New Worlds.
Because after I got done with Discovery, I watched an episode or two of Strange New Worlds. Because I just wanted to see all right, let me see how this kind of ties in or where this goes because I kind of forgot.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I like all the Star Trek stuff. I like and I like The Last of Us. So I'm looking forward to.
Next episode should be good. We got only
left.
3 episodes and 2 more podcasts.
That's right. So it was a little weird breaking this one up because the Kansas City stuff ended up being 2 episodes, so split in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, tone-wise, it's a little weird, but that's
when we started, I was thinking about if we started the first episode and we just did the first episode, and then we started doing 2 episodes at a time. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, oh well, that'll leave us with the last episode. Our last one will be 2 episodes then. Mm-hmm. But now, how we're doing it now, I'm glad the finale will just be 1 episode that we'll have to cover.
Hopefully there'll be enough stuff to do a whole episode on. Because right now, 2 episodes seems to get us at about the same place as 1 episode of Westworld or House of the Dragon would.
Oh, I'll dig in. I'll do some sheep research.
Oh.
The Last of Yous.
All right. So that'll do it for us for this episode. We will catch you back in 2 weeks when we discuss episodes 7 and 8 of The Last of Us. Until next time, I'm Tim.
And I'm Mike.
And don't update your drivers to whatever Mike has because they aren't working right. And don't get your mushroom tip bit off.
Until
next time. Hey, if you made it this far into the show, let me just say thanks. It means a lot that you take the time to listen to us goof around, and we'd love to hear from you and let us know how we're doing. Consider leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, or wherever you leave your podcast reviews, and reach out on any of our various social media channels. Links in the description.